Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today I finally participated in my first ever pre-release event specifically for Perfect Order or Equilibrio Perfecto, as I am based here in Santiago de Chile. So this event is very special and very unique as opposed to the casual leagues and challenges, because in this event you technically purchase this build and battle pack that includes a pre-built 40 card deck plus 4 booster packs of Perfect Order within this same pack. And also, depending on the local store and depending on like the how many participants, etc., they give you extra packs for you to open and also build your deck. And what this dynamic is, what you usually have to do is you open everything in here, and some stores give you the extra packs before and some of them actually give them to you in the end for participating. In this store they actually gave it to us before. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a recap video of what I recorded during the unboxing. I'm going to be doing a voiceover, so I walk you through everything that happened there. So as you can see here, we have the 3 separate extra booster packs that we got, as well as the build and battle kit.
Muchachos, estamos listos para comenzar. Son 30 minutos. Acá está el timer para que lo puedan ver. Tienen que armar un mazo de 40 cartas y enfundar en 30 minutos. ¿Ya? Buena suerte a todos.
Suerte.
Pueden comenzar.
Suerte. And after wishing each other good luck, we had 30 minutes to build this 40 card deck. In theory, the deck that comes pre-packaged, you can already use it. But of course, with the extra packs that you have, you can build maybe an even better one. For these one, we had Superior, Barbacle, Double Eight, and Tyrantrum as possible deck choices. For me, I was hoping for the Tyrantrum. I was very nervous at this moment. I was really hoping for that beautiful and savage dinosaur, but at the end what I got was actually the Doublade deck. So the metal type deck is the one that I got. I didn't have really high hopes for it, but it looked really nice. So you also get this sheet that shows you like a summary of Perfect Order, as well as the set list of the different cards, and also the 4 booster packs that come inside the box itself. Here I pulled them out. And I really liked the 4 different design choices that they made for the booster packs for this expansion. Here my opponent was asking about the deck guide sheet, and I mentioned that it's inside the deck pack itself. And first I wanted to start unboxing or opening the actual 40 card deck to see what it's all about. I had already seen certain guides online as to what each deck comes with, so I can have a better idea into what different cards and stadiums and items and supporters I can expect from each one. But as I was looking more into the Tyrantrum one, I didn't look as much into the Double Eight one, so I wasn't really knowing what to expect out of this one. Well, a moment of appreciation of the Double Eight card here. I had to adjust the camera a little bit. And then here's like the guide sheet with Meowth art, beautiful art there. Then we have like all the different cards. Of course, Pokepad, this deck had it a couple times. So I'm just gonna continue pulling these cards here. As you can see today, I'm pulling a little bit faster than I usually do because we only had 30 minutes. I didn't have time to like stop and appreciate each art as I usually do on the channel because I was really tight on time. No matter how many times you watch pre-release videos and everything, but it's not until you actually go to your first one that you see how exciting it is and nerve-wracking at the same time. And at this very exact moment, my opponent pulled the Mega Zygarde EX. He was very sad about the Superior deck that he got, as he didn't want that one specifically out of the 4, and it's that one that he got. But because he started pulling some really good hits, he started to feel better about it, and Mega Zygarde was the first one. Here I finished all the different cards from the 40 card deck. I already had like a very basic idea into what I could find within this deck, but I already had a couple cards that I thought that I didn't want to include here, so I was hoping for really good hits and pulls out of my packs. So I had the 4 that were inside the deck itself, or the kit itself of Build and Battle, and we had the extra 3, and we're gonna start with Meowth. And as usual, like I mentioned, I was pulling a little bit quicker than my usual pulls on the video or on the channel because I didn't have enough time. So I wanted to pull really quickly. I was like shaking, I was nervous. Definitely in a later video once I'm home and I'll record this all with much more calm and much more time. I will go over each of these cards. Look at that beautiful Staryu and Nosepass. I will go over each of these cards in detail to appreciate really the art and talk about it as I usually do on my regular videos. But on the pre-release day, I just didn't have that flexibility. So the second pack that I opened had the Mega Zygarde design there. And as usual, I keep the codes of TCG Live for myself. I'm sorry for that. I am still practicing. It really does help for me to build the decks online to practice for the actual games. And of course, I'm analyzing each card as I pull it to see if I can include it in my deck or not. And here, my opponent got another hit with the Clefairy illustration rare. Amazing design, beautiful coloring. He was very happy about it. His second pull, apart from the Mega Zygarde, but it was an illustration rare, so very, very beautiful. There he's setting it on the side so that he can sleeve it later. And here I get the special energy of Psychic Energy. It's a really nice art, actually. I really hope I eventually pull all three styles of the special energies of this set. Even though for today, for the pre-release, it wasn't completely necessary, at least for my metal deck. Here I'm going with the third pack already, and this has like metal energy, which will help me to have more energies into the deck itself. Finally, I have my first hit of the Build and Battle pre-release event. We have this pupa, very beautiful art right there. We will definitely look at it in detail later at home. And we going on and continuing with the next pack. Like, I was against the clock. I don't know if you guys have participated in a pre-release before. It is nerve-wracking. Like, you think 30 minutes is a lot. It's not. I know that a lot other local stores have less time for these events. They have like 25 minutes for you to build the decks, and I feel like 25 minutes is like nothing. 30 was already nothing. I think this 25 minutes is much more challenging. It's very interesting that in the previous packs I got Staryu Reverse Holo and Nosepass Reverse Holo like back to back, and here as well, like one after the other. And here, while I was opening my next pack, somebody behind me pulled the Mega Zygarde Ultra Rare, I think it's called. I put the design there on the screen and they started screaming. It's like, oh my god, I got the Ultra Rare. This was very exciting. Like, everybody was opening at the same time. We were all nervous. Some people were pulling better cards, and my opponent one more time, another hit with a special illustration rare with the Mega Clefable EX. He was so happy. I was so happy for him, but also I was like thinking, okay, I got my humble hit, the Yveltal EX. Double rare, like when is my turn for a big hit? But I was very happy for my opponent, for him getting all those like really nice hits. He really deserved it. So here we go on opening more packs and trying to think of different strategies on what to include in my deck and what not to include. And here we have the Fighting Energy, and we have another Honedge. I was very happy of opening more and more Doublade Honedge and Aegislashes like among my pools, because that means that I could like multiply all the different attacks that I had with my Doublade deck. And in this case here, my opponent pulled his first ever Pokepad. He was very happy about it because the Superior deck itself didn't include by default the Pokepads, as opposed to the other decks. Some of them included 4, some of them included 2 or 1, but the Superior one didn't include anything at all, so it had that like small weakness there. And finishing up on the last pack, here we are going to pull a Klefki, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, here it is, the Holo, Reverse Holo Klefki, very helpful in my deck. I'll talk about it later in the video. And in the last couple of seconds, you'll see like a very small snippet of the beginning of the match. But of course, I couldn't record anything else, so let's go back to the video.
So yeah, as you can see, I was extremely nervous. It was a nerve-wracking experience. It was my first time ever. We only had 30 minutes to open up everything, to analyze and build our deck, and to sleeve everything into place and actually start to play. So once I finished unpacking, I stopped recording because we needed to actually start working. And I didn't have like a nice setup for me to actually film everything. But I was very happy that the local store allowed me to film. That way I can record everything that was happening. The guy in front of me was extremely happy to get a few hits out of his booster packs, and I also got my few hits here, not as much as he did, but I'm very happy as well. I got Spoopa right here, which is the first secret holo, as it is 89 out of 88. Then we have Yveltal EX, 53 out of 88. Very beautiful looking art there. So I put them in top loaders once I was there because in the backpack on my way home I didn't want to ruin them. And I also have like all the packs that I opened, like these are the empty ones. As you might have seen from my previous videos, I usually keep one of each design because I do want to collect them. There will be an update on that type of video soon, as I did a first one showing you the first lot that I started to like organize, but then I want to do a separate one for a quick update. So what we have here is the deck that I actually built. I will go through it in detail in this video, and at the end I will be opening the 2 packs that I got after finishing the whole thing. Okay, so the box comes with a 40 card ready deck and also the different packs that I mentioned. So I got the metal type deck and I was very nervous at first because I didn't know what to do with it. I was silently hoping so I can get like the dinosaur deck. I don't know his name. I'm gonna put it on the screen, but instead I got the Honedge and Doublade steel metal deck. And at first I like was very doubtful. I didn't know what to build, etc. But I was very happy with the results. And we played 4 different Swiss rounds, which means that the better you do, the better you scale in the like the tables, the scores and everything. So out of 4 different matches, I actually won 3. And the last one was a mirror match with the same deck, but also each person had different things because of the pack openings. But in my case, as I did not have like any big EXs or anything, that or at least non-compatible EXs for my deck, it was only with what it came and a few extra supporters I'm going to show you right now. But my contender had this deck plus a Mega Starmie. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna take a hit. I actually fought for my life really well. I defended myself really well. As you might already know, for these pre-release events, usually it's a 40 card deck and 4 prizes instead of 6. And then with Starmie, he started like sniping everything that I had, and he eventually won the match. Very well deserved. He actually deserved it with the good luck that he got Starmie in one of the packs. And then I got in second place out of 12 total players, which for me is a win, a big win. This is the first time that I ever rank up so much in any type of league that I have participated since I started playing. So I was very happy about that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay over the deck here so I can show it to you. I'm going to speed it up a little bit and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this deck as it was. For those of you who don't know, in these pre-release events, you are limited to only 40 cards per deck. That's the first change. Another change, as you might have seen, is that you don't have the 4 card limit. So for example, in my case, in the 40 card deck that was pre-built, I already had a few of the Honedge, but luckily enough, in all of the packs that I opened, I got a few more of like Honedge, Doublade, and Aguilash. So I was able to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the Honedge in my hand, and you'll see why it's important in a second. 4 of Doublade, 2 Aguilash, then we have 3 Clef Keys. One of them was Reverse Hollow. Doublade, one of them is the actual promo of the set itself or of this box. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 basic metal energies with 2 special energies, which is like the ignition energy. Then I have this stadium right here, the metallic, like total metallic lab or something. And then I have like the special hammer, a few objects or items, and the supporters. So the basis of this deck, or the basis of these Pokemon specifically for Doublade, it's Espadas Pertrechadas 60 times. So any relevant translation, I'm just going to put it on the screen. So what this does is you got to show any of Honedge, Doublade, and Aguilash from your, Aegislash it's called. Okay, never mind. You got to show any of the Pokemon that you have in your hand. You just show them. You don't have to discard them. And for each Pokemon that you show this way, this attack does 60 points of damage. It's extremely strong in a format like a pre-release. So for example, if I had, let's say, I don't know, 2 of these and 2 of these, and in whichever order, it doesn't matter. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I'm doing 240 damage just by 2 energies, which is colorless, by the way. So any energy would help. And in this case, I had like metal energy. just like having these in my hand, in most cases it was very probable because of the sheer amount of Pokemon that I have. So it was like 240. I had one more, 300. I had one more, 360. And I was able to actually get a lot of Pokemon like this throughout my play to have them in my hand. And that's why out of the 4 rounds, I actually won 3. The last round was a little bit more difficult, as I mentioned, because they had like a similar deck, but on top of that, they didn't have as many hone edges. They had literally 1 Staryu and 1 Starmie. That was only thing different from this deck, apart from like a couple of extra details, but Pokemon wise, that was the only difference. Literally 1 and 1, Starmie and Staryu, and I was hit with the Mega Starmie. I'm just gonna put it on the screen so that you can see what it does. Even though with the Klefki, it has a really interesting attack for 30 for 1. It's actually not that bad, but also it like locks the memory of the attack, which means that once I do this, I choose one of the attacks of the active Pokemon, and in the next turn, that person cannot use that attack. It locks it with the key. And actually, this has allowed me, for example, the first match, I won it completely by doing this. So I did have like big attacks, but if I did have attacks, that person had an opportunity to come back at me. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to keep blocking the attacks. Something like Badoo in a way, but this is for attacks instead of items. Very, very interesting. Also in this pre-release, many of the pre-built decks had like special energy, the fighting, the grass, and the psychic energies. So this one, what it does is discards that special energy from that person's hand. And I have only 1 copy of this. And in the first 2 matches, I was lucky enough to have it in my initial hand. So I discarded those, and that set that person apart. And then we have the stadium here that allows to be protected 30 damage points for my metal Pokemon. And the first one, I was pinned up against Serperior, which is a grass type Pokemon, and I already had resistance. So the person already had a weakness here, like with the resistance and with the stadium, and I was locking him. He didn't have a chance, unfortunately. Then a couple Pokepads, the hit of the season. Very happy about that. A couple of Buddy Buddy. Then we have a mix of different types of trainers, like the usuals that you might already see in different packs. So we have Tenacia de Cromo, Lily's Determination, Mesera, Aroa, Lisa, Nereida's Help, Dawn, and Nancy's Motivation. I know that in English they might have like different translations, but yeah, just like an assortment of different supporters that really helped with the building of this deck. I was very, very happy with the Pokemon that I got. And also this energy, I forgot to mention, it's a very interesting one as I attach it to the Pokemon, and it gives 1 colorless energy. And if I attach it to an evolution Pokemon, it provides 3 energies instead of 1. So if I have this without any energy and I want to connect it quickly, I just like attach this and it gives 3, so it's more than enough to do the attack. The only con for this is that I lose it at the end of the turn because you have to discard it at the end of the turn, but it did save me a couple times that I wasn't connected just yet with Doublade, and I had only this one in my hand. So I connected it, I attacked, I knocked out the Pokemon, I discarded this, and then I started recharging energies in the next turns. So this was really, really, really helpful. And yeah, so that's the deck. I think it would be very interesting to build like a metal type deck around Doublade, and of course adding a couple of adequate EXs or Megas if necessary. But this is a very, very powerful hand. Of course, in a regular deck, it would be like this, maybe 4, and maybe even 4 here, just to have a lot of Pokemon, but no more than 4 of each for the regular types of decks. So yeah, and the stage 2 Pokemon, I didn't even need to evolve it because it was just like an extra power for the phase 1 or the stage 1. There was one time that I did evolve it, and using this one I actually connected it to do the attack, which is 230. I did it against the Mega Starmie, but it wasn't enough. So yeah, that's it for now for the deck itself. We're gonna clean this up a little bit, then we're gonna open the last 2 packs that I got as a participation prize. All right. Okay, so for everyone who participated in today's event, they all got like a prize pack, Series 8. But because I was in the top 3, I think, top 3 or top 4, that was the top cut, I got an actual booster pack for Perfect Order, Equilibrio Perfecto, and I got this design, Mega Zygarde. Actually, like the guy in front of me, he did get the Mega Zygarde, and I saw a few others also get it, and that play or that attack of like 5 energies and you attack every single Pokemon, and with a toss a die or a toss a coin, you kill each of them. That was so fun to watch. I really hope I get that Pokemon. I don't think it will be like a meta breaking Pokemon, but it's very fun to play. If it's against you, you'll be scared. As I was, because I was pinned up against one of them, actually in 2 different matches, but I won both times because he couldn't charge it fast enough. All right, so we're gonna open this one first, and then we're gonna open the actual booster pack. Okay, let's see if we get good luck here. We're gonna start with this one. Let's see what we receive in this prize pack series 8. Code for practice, and shabam, we have En's PP. Very interesting. We have Metal Defensor or Iron Defense, Paul's Double. Like in all the prize packs, I think this Pokemon every single time I get it in the different prize packs. But very interesting design. I love it. We have 3. It's 6 in total. Then we have, En's PP, but Cosmo Hollow. Very interesting. I really like when I get the same card, but with the hollow variation, just to look at it side by side. Very nice looking art. And this one I already do have it as well. I use it in my electric type decks, but I'm always happy to get an extra copy. Then we have a basic grass energy. All right, so that's it for the prize pack. We're gonna set these here. And then we're gonna open the actual booster pack that we got. Are we getting something? Are we getting something? Here we go. Okay. I'm nervous. While I open this, tell me, have you opened any perfect order booster packs or sealed products? Have you participated in a pre-release? Tell me in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I would really appreciate your support, as I'm starting out this channel really, really slowly and casually. And shablam, we have a dark basic energy. Beautiful as always. We have, I don't have this one. Well, obviously I don't have this one. I'm just starting perfect order. Well, from the different pulls that I got, I still don't have it. Then we have the Dean or the Den. I really like the art, very cutesy. I really, really like it. Then we have Fletchling. It's next to, I think this is like the from Luminous City. I haven't played the recent couple of games because I don't have a Switch right now. I'm sorry. I want it. But I think this is from Luminous City, if I'm not mistaken. And I know that's going to be like a stadium in the perfect order set. Then we have Ariados. Really, really interesting looking card. Is it? Oh, it's like this. Wow. Okay. I love it. Okay. Then we have Turtonator. Number 776 on the National Pokédex. Firebase Pokemon. Really nice looking design on it. Then we have Acris. I don't know the equivalent name in English. I'm just going to put it on the screen. Sometimes they do change the names, mostly just to make it easier to pronounce in different languages. Then we have Hippowdon. Oh, Hippowdon. One of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have Diggersby. Reverse Hollow, very interesting. I did pull it in one of the packs. I thought about including it because it was colorless, but then it also does 30 damage to my bench. And like in a pre-release, 30 damage to your own bench is not that good. And we have, another Honedge. This one Reverse Hollow. I don't think I got the Honedge Reverse Hollow. Very happy about this. Okay, added to the collection of Honedges. We have a Lapras EX. Double rare, love it. Oh my god, this is such a nice design. Nice, I love this card. Okay, let's look at it in detail. Look at that beautiful design, like the splash of water around it, the smile on that Lapras's face. And the EXs, I never get tired of this, like the diagonal lines as well as like the stars, like hollow effect on the card itself. Very, very beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna sleeve this one. We do have some sleeves here. While I do this, it was very nerve-wracking to be sleeving all the different Pokemon and everything that I needed for the deck. And as you might have already seen, I did double sleeve for each of them. I have like the regular sleeves for from the trainer's toolkit. That video will come at a later date as well. And I did double sleeving for like a rugged back, so it's easier to shuffle. So yeah, I was like really sleeving really quickly so I don't run out of time. We only had 30 minutes to build the deck. So yeah, I'm very happy to have gotten this hit from this booster pack. And that's it for now. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope I catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.